Welcome to Grind 365, the podcast. This is another one, and I got a motherfucking special guest in the building. Bay legend, half of the Luniz, raging general, and a Libra like myself, man. What's up, Yukmouth?
Yeah, I don't know. What's
Hey,
up,
welcome, man. Welcome to Grind 365.
Man, thanks for having me at the Grind 365, man. It's an honor, like the setup, you know what I mean? Nice layout, man. The hospitality is great.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? Pick me up in the car, the private car, man.
And that's how we do it. You come to Grind 365.
Yeah.
And we on some big boy shit right here. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Canon Studios.
Big boy
live
Clico,
in effect right now.
Big boy Clico bottles and shit, man. Yeah, man.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for rolling out the red carpet for the brother. And you booked the show.
Yeah.
You also
we gonna turn up tonight, man. We gonna turn up.
Thanks for bringing us to the city.
It's gonna be nice and cozy, jam packed up in there. We in Spokane City, by the way, so we about to get lit. Speaking of, man, how's your time in Washington?
We was in Everett last night. Sold that motherfucker out, so tore that bitch down to 10-0 and shit, man. So it's like our second home, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Being from the Bay, you know, we always up this way and shit, you know what I mean? Got family up here and shit, so yeah, it's like our second home, man. So we love it when we come up here, man.
Well, appreciate you once again for being here. I just want to take everybody back, all the way back to the childhood, man. I mean, just tell us what it was like growing up in the Bay.
I was raised in East Oakland, born in the Highland Hospital, raised in the Ville, 65th Village. Single mom, pops, doing this 1-2, in and out of prison and doing shit like that. So mom's raised me and my little sister, you know what I mean? We was on the government, system, whatnot, welfare, Section 8, government checks, free lunch, the whole shit. But just growing up around the Black Panthers, you know what I mean? They was the ones who implemented the free lunch program. It wasn't no free lunch programs until they came. They did that in the projects first, and then the schools start implementing breakfast and lunch at the schools. But it started with the Black Panthers first, so I witnessed that firsthand when that happened. From elementary, we didn't have no breakfast and lunch programs until the Black Panthers came. So just being around that, growing up around legendary kingpins, you know what I mean? Felix Mitchell, looking out for people in my neighborhood that couldn't afford their rent, that couldn't afford school clothes, young kids with potential to be good athletes, couldn't afford their Pop Warner gear or, to go to play football or to play baseball or basketball. So, the people like that, he'd keep them, make sure they pay, pay for their equipment, make sure they're able to get to their practice, give them their cleats, everything that they need so they can succeed and be a great athlete. So you had kingpins in my neighborhood that looked out for the neighborhood, looked out for the good people and the poor people. And then people in the streets, they recruited them. You know what I mean? Let's get our money up. You know what I mean?
I heard your pops was doing it.
Oh yeah, Pops was wiggling, man. Pops was tapped in with Pablo Escobar.
That's what I heard.
He was tapped in with Pablo Escobar. So back in the day, like in the 70s, it was coming in through the ports. You know what I mean? It was coming from Colombia, not Mexico. So they was flying the shit in. And Pops was, part of the drop off.
It was out there.
Yeah, he was out there, man. So he had owed him some money because I guess the police had knocked on the wrong door. And he was at the trap and he got to flushing hella shit, hella bricks. And they was at the wrong door when he opened it. It was a domestic dispute next door. And they knocked on the wrong door and he fucking flushed everything. So he owed Pablo hella money in a panic. So when he died, he was like, oh man, my debt is clear. Because he's dead. And he was hella happy, you know what I mean? Because he was paying the shit off, like literally. Like he had to send money out there, every month to try to pay the shit off. So he said, my debt is clear. When we seen him in the paper, on the roof, killed on the roof. They had that in the Oakland Tribune. So yeah, Pops is out there wiggling.
Pablo.
Black Gorilla family.
I heard one of your peeps was in the same neck of the woods, lived in the same neck of woods as where Tupac was living at that time.
I did, me and my dad.
Yeah.
We lived up in Marin City up in the Headlands. Pac lived down the hill from us. The Headlands was the condos and shit up the hill. Down the hill, right at the bottom of the hill was the projects called the Jungles. That's where Pac was at, the Jungles in Marin City. You know what I mean? But I was there before him. You know what I mean? My pops, we was there, and then we moved to San Rafael, then we moved to Novato. But right when we moved, Pac came there. Pac came like in the 90s. I was there in the 80s, so I went to elementary school.
So you was out by the 90s? Or
I was
you
gone
still
by the 90s, yeah. But when Pac came out,
so
I was
y'all
outta
never
here.
slid past or nothing like that?
All my peoples, all my homeboys I was raised with out there all fuck with Pac.
Okay.
Yeah, so they all told me the stories and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's only one fucking project. There's one at the bottom of the hill and there's one across the street.
So it ain't hard to miss.
It's all projects,
Yeah.
period. Besides you go to the headlands, where's the the rich part. But yeah, so Pac, it was like this flea market. I always knew about this motherfucking big ass flea market, like a super flea market in Marin City that everybody come to and just fuck with it. So that was known for their flea market and their recreation center and shit. But other than that, it was like projects and shit, you know what I mean? The main rich part is Sausalito. The rich part is Sausalito. So that's like right off the water. Like you go across the Golden Gate Bridge, boom, that's Sausalito. Then you go into the motherfucker, then you get into the hood, you know what I mean? That's it.
You can tell I ain't from the Bay. We getting Bay game right now.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to school in Sausalito and shit, you know what I mean? Elementary and shit. So I got the both sides of life, you know what I mean? Being, broke and being, having money, you know what I mean? Like we had computers at our desk in the third grade, and I go back to, Oakland, and we sharing books, you know what I mean? So you could tell when you had money, you was raised differently, you had different opportunities, you know what I mean? Say advanced opportunities. Like we had floppy disks like in the third grade.
Man, I remember them floppy disks.
I didn't see that shit until we got to high school when I got back to Oakland. Like, come on. So you could tell it was like I was at a private school, but it was just a rich elementary school, at fucking Sausalito. It was a rich part of the Bay Area.
I mean, what would you want to be coming out of high school?
Oh shit, man. The next Felix Mitchell. No, man, I was grinding, man. No, I wanted to be a cartoonist though. We was drawing like a motherfucker since I was little, man. So my family always kept me in art schools and shit like that. So everybody thought I was gonna draw for Marvel Comics or DC Comics or Disney or some shit like that. And just start playing with the rap shit, you know what I mean? Playing around with it, not really serious and shit until I went to jail for a year. And that's when I locked down with the shit because I was around, nothing but rappers. It was like rap gladiator school. So that really made me lock in and shit, really focus on the rap, man. So I was locked up with D-Mo the youngster, that fuck with JT the bigger figure, the GLP, San Quinn, all them niggas. So, they was the first youngsters in the Bay Area with the record label. Like San Quinn was our Lil Wayne. That nigga was like 14 years old rapping. So all the little youngsters, including me in the Bay Area, we looked up to Fig and them, you know what I mean? We got Fig, Mac Mall, that's the young niggas. That ain't short and 40 in them, that's the people our age, and this before Souls of Mischief came out. Because they came out in 93, this is what, 91. Okay. So Fig was out before them, so all the youngsters was looking up to them. So to be
Fig
locked up with one of them
a lot
dudes,
in that area.
Yeah, to be locked up with one of them, he really influenced me. He had this song called Cancer Stick. It was a positive song about, not smoking tobacco, it give you cancer. So they was taking this nigga on tour, in jail, from pod to pod, nigga, unit to unit, from 4th and Broadway to 100 to Rites of Passage to the camp. He's doing a fucking tour in jail. Yes, and when I seen it, I said, I need a song like that. And I made the Ice Cream Man. It wasn't a positive song, but it had everybody in the camp. They knew it and it gave me a buzz. So I wrote the Ice Cream Man and thought of the whole Looney Tunes, the group. You know what I mean? Drew the Condom Man, I'm a cartoonist. Drew the Condom Man, came up with the font for the name, the whole shit. And started writing songs, got out of jail, and tapped back in with Numb. Numb was the skinny one at the time. I named him Numbskull. I made his name up in jail too. But we went to junior high school together. He was the top rapper in our junior high school. So when I got out of jail, I'm like, yeah, let me get the nigga that know how to rap.
Right,
you know what I mean? So I told the skinny one at the time the idea, and I said, yo, you need to be Numbskull, I'm Yukmouth. We the Looney Tunes, and whoop, 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 show him the logo, the shit. He said the song, the Ice Cream Man, all the songs I had. He's like, cool, let's rock with it. So we became the Looney Tunes when I got out of jail. You know what I mean? But that came from fucking with them GLP niggas that get low players. Like it was Rap Gladiator, not only him, fucking Phony. Phony was in jail with us. So it's a lot of motherfucking rappers that was in that motherfucker putting it down. So I was influenced by all that. It came out with a massive rap plan. You know what I mean? And that's what happened.
I heard at one point you was in the studio battle rapping Too Short and his men in them.
Nah, battling Rap and Rhyme, which is Too Short artist at the
Too
time.
Short's artist, okay.
So this how we come in the game. Me and Numb, It was a drought. I mean, you can't get no work. Work is hella high. So I called my sister. My sister, she know a lot of kingpins and shit. She used to date them. So called her, asked for her assistance. She hooked us up with this guy named CNH. We go link up with CNH. I don't know who he is. I ain't never met this dude. We just there to get this work. So money on the table, pot on the table, triple beam on the table. CNH comes out the room, got the perm and shit. I'm like, oh shit, that's Baby Jesus in Too Short video. Look at that Baby Jesus. I said, Baby Jesus, you know Show? He's like, yeah, that's my nigga. I said, blood, we rap. Fuck this dope shit, we rap. He like, bust a rap for me. I bust the Ice Cream Man. And he's like, oh, okay, you tight. He said, I got an artist named Drew Down, man. We gonna be in the studio with Show tomorrow. Y'all come through, man. Y'all fuck with us, man. I wanna sign y'all, you know what I mean? So next day, go to the studio. We just chilling, you know, about to meet Too Short for the first time, you know what I mean? Drew Down for the first time, all them. We get to the motherfucking studio, instantly, CNA's feeling himself. Like, fuck that, Show, I got my new rappers, the Looney Tunes, they'll fuck up anybody in this motherfucker.
He done set you up.
He done set me off, my nigga. So Too Short like, yeah, I got my little rap group too, they call it Bad Influence. And Dilly Dog and Rap and Run, they right here, let's do a rap battle. And they was like, whoever lose gotta buy the whole motherfucking studio pieces. They're like, cool, nigga, let's go, nigga, my hitters is hitters. See, and they was confident, but Numb didn't have no raps. I only rap. Numb still haven't wrote one fucking rap. I'm fresh out of jail with the idea, so Numb didn't get a chance to write yet. So now it's just me against three niggas. It's Eclipse, it's Rap and Run, it's and Dilly Dog, and it's against me. So they say they rap, I say mine, say they rap. So I got rid of two niggas, and it's just me and Rap and Run rapping. Now remember, the better's about pizzas. Rap and Run knows how to freestyle. He freestyles about everything. Me, I'm saying written. I didn't say the Ice Cream Man because there was too many celebrities in there, and I knew a nigga would have stole the song because I wasn't signed yet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not saying this. You know what I mean? This the one that got this nigga trying to sign me. So and Seagram, a week prior, was trying to buy the song for $1,000. I had that in my pocket from hustling, so I'm like, Seagram, I'm gonna keep the song. Some told me I had some when Seagram from Rap A Lot was trying to buy the song. Then I get there, I'm like, I ain't saying this shit. So I lost by default because I didn't give him my full
Oh, she would have
arsenal.
hit him with the Ice Cream Man. It would have been a rap.
I would have fucked him up. It would have been over.
Right.
Yeah, so I let him have that, but he ended it with like, yo, CNH, you mad, go roll some reefer. Matter of fact, Yukmouth, you lost. Go order the motherfucking pieces. Everybody go, ah! Because the bet was about who you lose, you gotta order the pieces. So that's like when rap was new. In Oakland, nobody heard nobody freestyling like that, just off the head, you know what I mean? So Ron was just saying what all the D-boys and the Kingpins had on in the studio and then ended like that. Oh, he got that, you know what I mean? So
you had to get the click back in the studio like, man, y'all done left me hanging in this thing.
Drew Down didn't have to rap. Drew Down was already signed. Numb had to rap, but Numb didn't have no raps. He just left me there, so I had to handle it. But I stood on business, you know what I mean? And Rap and Run, me and Numb went to school with Rap and Run. He was in junior high school with me and Numb, so Numb was rapping circles around me and Ron. Like, he was the best rapper in junior high school. So when I see Ron, I'm like, oh, this nigga's whack juice.
Yeah.
Like, Numb was spanking this nigga in high school. I'm like, I'm better than Numb right now. I'll fuck him up. And I underestimated the nigga because, hey, he got better too, obviously, you know what I mean? And he came in that motherfucker, boy, Ron is a motherfucker, man. He leveled up so tough. I'm like, you could never underestimate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just like I leveled up, he could have been looking at me like he was the wackest one around them niggas. Yeah, you feel me? So we both leveled up, literally, straight up. So rest in peace of Rap and Run. That was a legendary
Yes, indeed, rest
battle.
in peace, man.
Down to Short and CNH.
CNH passed away?
No, I said shout out.
Okay.
Shout out to Short
I was
and
like-
CNH. You know?
Well, like you said, man, CNH had Drew Down.
Already, so he'd have had to rap.
Right.
Yeah.
And on that first album, Drew Down's, I believe it was the first album.
Fools from the Street.
And you guys, that was the album you guys were on half on?
Yeah, we was on the Ice Cream. We did the Ice Cream Man on there, Rescue 911, Rig Up, So Much Drama in the Streets. Yeah, we was on a
So
lot of
at this time, you guys must have been hungry to be on
hella
half
hungry.
the album,
But
know?
we just gave up our songs. Those are our songs, you know what I mean? But you gotta pay your dues, you know what I mean? And fuck it, you gotta give up your songs to for the artists. You know what I mean? Like I assume the Dog Pound had a lot of songs they gave to Snoop, or they gave a lot of songs to Pac. I heard, like Ambitions of a Rider, You Can't See, all them type of beats, California Love, all that shit was either Dr. Dre's or the Dog Pounds or Snoop's, and they gave it to Pac.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, as far as the music, because they all, you know, it's a team.
Teamwork make the dream work,
we
man.
all want Drew Down to blow up, so, and we paying our dues, so we coming in up under Drew Down. Drew Down already got Pimp of the Year with Ant Banks, it's lit. So we just got to finish the album,
Classic.
man. This is like, you know, to put our buzz in the streets too, up under Drew Down coming first, and right after that, we next. So that's how the play was, you know? So yeah, we had to pay our dues, you know?
So there was a lot of, you know, like you said, you pay your dues and all that, and you come out with another banger, The Ice Cream Man, and the concept seems to have been stolen by Master P. I think they said it went number 6 on the top R&B charts and like 26 on the top billboards. With no shout outs, no nothing to the Luniz during this making of the tracks or any of that.
Right.
Now, like, I would imagine with the charting and having success behind your guys' concept, I mean, that had to have been even more like, what the fuck, you know?
Well, at the end of the day, it was already a movement from not only just the song, but the video. Because, you know, CNH, like I said, he was a car collector, went car shows and shit, all his old schools, triple gold days and shit. He had legendary cars. He had a whole fucking living room full of tall ass trophies winning. So his idea was, since he put all the triple gold days, choosing Vogues on all the cars he got his collection, his idea was to buy a brand new ice cream truck and put that on triple gold days and Vogues, which has never been done in life. So he did that for the video. Now that resonated so hard, it woke up the whole fucking Bay Area. We riding that motherfucking ice cream truck from East Oakland to West Oakland to North Oakland. Master P has a record shop that we drop and drew down albums off on consignment in Richmond. You know, so you know what the fuck this is. You know what I mean? The whole Bay know what this is.
Yeah.
It was so like viral, you know, because it was on video jukebox. You could order, you know what I mean? But that shit was playing in LA too, to where Ice Cube and them had a knockoff. CNH was Big Worm with the perm, but CNH had the perm on Friday, and they had instead of white ice cream truck on triple gold days and Vogues, they had a purple ice cream truck on triple gold days and Vogues, but that came from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So after that, P comes with the Ice Cream Man, and instead of a white ice cream truck on triple gold day, he had a white Lexus on triple gold days and Vogues, but he was dressed like CNH was in the Ice Cream Man video with the all white Ice Cream Man outfit on. So he clearly bit our shit, you know what I mean? And after further review, after I talked to Master P, like we been squashed the beef, but when we finally squashed the beef, he was like, bro, when you create like waves, create slang words and shit, and create waves in hip hop, you know what I mean? A wave, that means everybody's gonna follow behind. So he said, can Snoop Dogg beef with everybody that say for shizzle my nizzle?
Yeah.
How many niggas, or can I beef with everybody that say, nah, like I'm supposed to be beefing with Foxy Brown? Or is that some hot lingo that everybody caught up on now they're using? So he said, you guys turned the dope man to the ice cream man. So we don't call the dope man no more. We call him the ice cream man because you guys, you made that slang word. So don't get mad for making a catchy slang word and I roll with it. He made me feel dumb. Stupid, because once we throw it out there in this catchy slang, how can we stop somebody from saying it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he made me feel dumb on that part, but he still could have showed us some love.
Right.
You know what I mean? With saying all that, you know what I mean? But it's facts.
Right.
Like 3 Times Crazy made all that for shizzle my nizzle, and Snoop took it, and 3 Times Crazy ain't beefing with him, or Snoop ain't beefing with 3 Times. It's just a word that became a trend.
Yeah.
And everybody used it from East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, and down South. You know?
You just wanted him to let it be known.
Let it be known,
where,
right?
where the
get that
origination
love.
was from.
Right. So
you know,
we
that's all y'all was
this
looking
shit,
for.
but he basically broke it down why he did it. You know what I mean? Like it was the coolest slang word for a dope dealer back in the day. Y'all made that, y'all coined that, and we ran with it. Period. The whole Bay was saying that ice cream man. You know what I mean? So I'm in the Bay at that time. So that's why I named it the Ice Cream Man. Cause you niggas made Dope Boy the Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
Thanks to you. I got it, you know. So it is what it is.
Well, you know, now he's got the biopic, The Ice Cream Man.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Coming out, you know, and Which, you know, like you said, you let it know how you felt on the album
Pete never
Operation.
was the ice cream man.
What's that?
I said Pete never was the ice cream man. See, that's the whole shit. Like, we got our deal. We turned a dope deal into a record deal. P, I don't know how he came in the game. I don't know what type of motion he had in Richmond, but, and shout out to all my Richmond niggas, but the real kingpins in the Bay Area, his name wasn't in that list. You hear about the legendary niggas, you know the names. You see niggas at the festival at the lake with their motherfucking cars out. You see niggas on MacArthur, Foothill, you know, riding they shit, slapping with a whole team of niggas, a convoy of niggas in the same car, but different paint jobs and different rims and shit. You see niggas, you know, popping up, you know, at the skating rings with the baddest bitches and shit, the nightclubs and shit with the minks and shit. You know who's who. He wasn't with them niggas. And I'm not gonna put them niggas' names on blast, but we knew who the legend.
You know,
let's say, for instance, one guy, Felix Mitchell, since he's dead. Rest in peace. No. We ain't hear this nigga around no niggas like that. Fuck it, CNH. No, CNH was bricks, selling bricks back then.
Yeah.
He was, they called him CNH because pure cane sugar. He was, didn't see Master P around them niggas. Like the real kingpins that was out there wiggling. We didn't see that nigga. So that whole shit talking about like, I don't know where he did it at. He must have did it when he went back down south. You know what I mean? Because that nigga had no motion and I don't know, probably in Richmond. You know, probably his family. I can't, you know, I don't know the family or whatnot, but we didn't hear about him in the streets like that. We didn't. We did not.
Because we definitely heard y'all, you know, kind of touch on it on the Operation Stack Yola album, you know.
So what the documentary, The Ice Cream Man, and the Ice Cream Man's a D-boy, I hope he's selling a lot of dope. I hope he gonna tell us that he had the Magnolia, some sold up. Cause I know his brother, nigga, C Murder, nigga, even all that money, he had a motherfucking apartment in the projects. All that money, he still had an apartment in the motherfucking Magnolia, wherever projects they was in, he was in that motherfucker. And I don't know what he was doing, I don't know, but I assume, I assume.
So the brother.
The brother. I was about to say, if it come from the brother, my brothers, it could be a story to it. But P, like he was playing ball. Right. He was a ball player. You know what I mean? I ain't hear nothing about the streets, you know? But shout out to P, you know what I mean? He definitely, you know, could make an Ice Cream Man doc, you know? That's just the word for a dope boy. Yeah,
we knowing that, huh?
Yeah.
Before we get into the, you know, the Operation Stack Yola, which is a fucking classic.
Thank you.
I want to ask you, man, like, who was you like listening to growing up?
Bay Area niggas, man.
Bay Area?
Yeah, Short, Hammer, 40, Sebo, who else is popping? My nigga, Cool Nuts from Frisco, Cool Nuts. NWA, Ice Cube, DOC, KRS-One, definitely, Cool G Rap, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, and Run DMC. So everybody, like that influenced
he got all the legends right there.
That influenced me, my nigga. So from the backpack hip hop, you know, positive rap to the street rap, all that shit influenced me. You know what I mean? Just hip hop, period. Like the music was better than anything. Like even if you get to the house music and shit, you know, people was doing that like Common Sense and all them niggas, Poor Righteous Teacher, shit like that. Like you even have people, house groups out here, like in California and shit, doing that type of shit. So this the whole hip hop genre. When it came, you know, it was like new wave, it was like punk rock shit. So hip hop just changed the whole scene, my nigga, period. You know, so yeah, hip hop changed. Like it's nothing like hip hop. Hip hop is a communication of the world. You know, I done been overseas, man. They don't understand English, but they know that song word for motherfucking word, bro. So hip hop bridge gaps, you know what I mean? Hip hop bridges gaps for all around the world. It'd be the one to bring peace to the world, I think.
Well, because on the I Got 5 on it, then you guys beat Michael Jackson in like the first 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
Of sales or something like
3
that?
3 weeks on the Billboard, we outdid Mike. That's what got us on the Quincy Jones album. Quincy Jones CD out, but it was a Mike Greatest Hits. It wasn't like a new album. Okay. It was like a Greatest Hits or something like that. But we spanked them for 3 weeks in a row. You know, after that, we ended up getting on Quincy Jones album, the Juke Joint, And that's the song we get Grammy nominated from. Everybody think we got Grammy nominated for 5 on it. We got Grammy nominated from a song called Stump on Quincy Jones' album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how we got Grammy nominated. And that song had Coolio, Shaq, everybody, like a conglomerate of hella rappers is rapping back to back. So that's how we got Grammy nominated from Quincy Jones. But Quincy fucked with us because we spanked Michael.
Hey, Shaq still got it, huh?
Oh, Shaq
still got it.
And then look, even from that, like Oprah Winfrey, I did a special on Quincy. You know what I mean, for the Juke joint, for the album. And they brought us all to Chicago to the Harpo Studios and we performed at Oprah for the Quincy Jones special for his shit. So not only did we get Grammy nominated, nigga fucking with Quincy, we performed at Oprah Winfrey, Harpo in Chicago. You know, so big moves. You know, I don't know too many people that could say that performed at the Oprah Winfrey show.
Right.
Because Oprah don't fuck with rappers like that anyway. You feel me? So, but there's everybody, Tamia, everybody, Tevin, like the whole
Let alone actors right now. She ain't getting along with actors right now. Shit.
So back in the day, that shit was asinine to see rappers on Oprah, and it happened with Quincy Jones on his album. So salute. Rest in peace to Coolio too. He was on the song too.
Well, I mean, let's go ahead and get into the track. We got producer Tone Capone, correct?
Oh yeah, you talking about 5 on it?
Yeah, 5 on it.
Yes.
5 on it, the classic. You got Mike Marshall on the hook.
Yes, sir.
I mean, how did this whole, this record, this classic come together?
Shit, to be perfectly honest, man, shout out Numb. Numb came with the title. You know, I got 5 on it. He was like, everybody talking about getting high, but they don't talk about what it takes to get high. At the time, we teenagers, and teenagers would pitch in. You know, back in the day, you couldn't buy weight like ounces and shit, or probably to sell. But other than that, on the block, they had sacks for sale. 10 sacks, 5 sacks, 20 sacks, shit like that. 2 for 30, 2 for 30, shit like that. So you would pitch in. A gang of youngsters would pitch in 5. And even when it came to liquor, motherfuckers would pitch in to get a pint or some Hennessy or some shit like that. So everybody was pitching in. So now I'm like, let's make the 5 on it. Because we all pitch in all day. Niggas in a car, nigga pitching in for gas money, you know what I mean? Like youngster shit, you know? So came up with the concept. We actually wrote the whole fucking song, beating on our chest and beating on the table. We didn't even have no fucking music. You know, we had
like
the trap.
Jailhouse style.
We had the trap, yeah. We beating on the table and just rapping and freestyling and shit. And then we came up with the whole first verse, just freestyling off each other. And then the second verse, just wrote the shit. Third verse, he wrote his shit. So it's time for us to go to the studio. And this is when Puff got the shit going with all the remakes and shit. So we trying to think of a dope ass, Drew Down just did Pimp of the Year, dope ass remake. So we trying to think of the one we want to do. And I'm like, man, Club Nouveau, why you treat me so bad? Nobody fuck with that one. They did Rumors, they did all the other ones, but they ain't did Why You Treat Me So Bad. So we go to the store in North Oakland and grab a motherfucking record. That's on the way to Tone Capone's studio. And we bring the album to Tone. He didn't have that shit playing. We bought the record, said we need you to redo this. And he did it better than the original beat. So the original song is me on the hook. I made the hook. You know what I mean? So it's like a chant. I got 5 on Grab Your Photo, the same shit that Mike Marshall
That's on
singing.
the end of the album, right?
No, the hook.
The hook?
The regular hook.
The
Grab your
okay.
5 on it, Grab Your Photo, Let's Get Keyed. I wrote that. But when we first did it, was me on the hook. Boom, killed it. We leave the studio. We come back like the following week. He has Mike Marshall on the hook, singing my hook, the exact same words, but he's just singing it now.
Yeah.
So now the song is complete. Instead of a rapper just chanting at a motherfucker singing it, and a dude that was part of the Timex Social Club, Club Nouveau family, to be actually on the Club Nouveau remix, that was Tone Capone. Tone Capone brought Mike Marshall to the table, the producer of the song, because he had a relationship with Mike Marshall. You know what I mean? So everybody pulled their strings, even to get this song cleared. CNH had a relationship with Jay King from Club Nouveau. So we was able to get the song cleared and shit too without no problems and shit. So everybody pulled their strings to make this shit happen.
Yeah,
everybody.
is there heavy money in sampling? Like,
They get a lot of money from that 5 on.
Yeah.
They could take 50%, they could take 80%. It depends on, if you know the people. So we
Okay.
got a good percentage because CNH knew the person, but they'll fuck around and take, some people to take 100%. They did that with Pharrell. With the Marvin Gaye shit, they took 100%.
Was that with him and the singer on the track
dude,
too?
the singer dude.
Yeah.
What was the dude name? The white guy.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
They took 100%. Yeah. Yep. So they could take 100. They didn't take 100.
They got quiet after that for a minute,
Super
didn't
quiet.
they?
Yeah, that nigga, remember he was dating all types of, he was wiggling.
Everybody get up, not anymore.
That nigga shut that shit down. Justin Timberlake, all the niggas like got little. But yeah, man, like, yeah. So, shit like that. But basically, they spared us. Club Nouveau Jay King gave us a good deal.
Yeah.
You know, they could have took 100 and they didn't. You know, so we good.
And I mean, like I said, from the sampling, that's why I asked who you listen to, because I could hear in a lot of your tracks the sampling of just whoever, you know, whether it be the old school R&B, whether it be hip hop. I mean, you guys got some dope sampling in there, you know, I think.
But that's the essence of hip hop, you know. Everybody come from sampling shit. That's what you call digging in the crates. You know what I mean? Samples with the beats behind it and shit. Then you got instrumentation, people like Mike Dean that play all the instruments and shit. Know how to, you know what I mean, do big shit that he been doing with Kanye, you know, fucking Jay-Z, fucking Travis Scott now. You know, so you got them producers that could play any instrument that makes shit live and that could bring it, make it sound like a quiet, all types of shit, make it sound like an opera. You know, everybody be playing instruments and shit. So each producer rocks differently. You know what I mean? Like Tone, you know, he plays a little, he sample, but it's a lot of New York-based dudes that just sample and just put the drums behind it, like the dope shit you hear on Biggie and Jay, like the Easy Mo Bees and all that type of shit, Warning. That's just drums and a sample. It ain't no somebody really playing some music behind it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, digging in the crate, samples. So samples is a big part of making music and hip hop, period. You know, now they got shit called Fruity Loops and shit where you got programs and sounds and shit so it could sound a little bit more original. But back in the day, we didn't have no Fruity Loops and all that shit. We had to like sample little hi-hats and little sound, little horn, a trumpet, a little bass line, and then loop it or whatever and make a beat with it. So yeah, we had to work with what we had back in the day. Niggas is way more advanced right now, so they don't gotta do it.
Sometimes I hear Pac talking, you know, about that, like, you know, or at least hear the Pac stories when they had to slice everything up and, you know, that's why he was telling the Outlaws, like, have your shit ready.
Yeah.
We record this, let's get in, you know, we ain't got time to be wasting.
Time to be bullshit, for real.
Is it true you guys have recorded that track, I Got 5 on It, 2 years prior to the release date?
Yeah, we did it in '93.
Okay.
That whole shit, when we was doing Drew Down album, we finished that, then our first song doing our album was 5 on It. We put that shit in the storage, like, cause we started working on our mixtape. So we like, this gonna be for the real album, but we was gonna do a mixtape first to get the streets hot. Then put it on the real album. So in the middle of doing the mixtape, no, before we did the mixtape, we got hit by Virgin Records, you know what I mean? And Drew Down got hit by Relativity Records because of Drew album. We both got deals from that. And we went to Virgin, they like, what you got? We played 5 on it, boop, boop, boop. I'm like, okay, shit, y'all got the single, nigga. Let's wrap the motherfucking album up. So they let us continue to do the little mixtape, you know, a little promo mixtape, and then boom, finish up the album because we already had the single. So it was a no-brainer when we got the version.
What was the final outcome of how many units you guys sell? Because I know definitely platinum, right?
Yeah, 6 times.
6 times platinum.
No.
Damn.
No.
6
5
times.
on it, 4 times platinum. And so 5 times platinum with the album. The album operates stack orders platinum. 5 on it. 4 times platinum, and then okay, 4 times platinum, and then we just went 3 times platinum on streaming. So that's 7 times platinum with just 5 on it plus the album. So that's 8 times platinum.
And then you guys had the single that followed up was Player Haters.
Yeah, Player Haters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what was the you know, coming off of a single like that? What made y'all choose Player Hater for that?
Man, shit, it is what it is. You know, that's a Bay Area word, you know what I mean? So we wanted to coin that and get that out there, and it'll work because everybody starts saying player hater. You know, it's a lot of dope ass words and phrases that come from the Bay, you know what I mean? And we just trying to, you know, lean and capitalize on this shit, you know, before somebody else do. They hear a cool word and beat you to the punch, you know what I mean? So we just wanted to put that out there. It wasn't as potent as 5 on it, you know what I mean? You know, when you got something like that, you can't, you know, catch lightning in a bottle. That was catching lightning in a fucking bottle, bro. That was our first album. Nobody know about us. Nigga, we are ahead of Michael Jackson for 3 weeks in a row when our album came out. Our first single went platinum in a month. The album went gold in a month. This is our first try, my nigga.
Yeah.
We ain't had nothing out but fucking Ice Cream Man and shit with Drew. That's our only video out. So to do that on our first run, my
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah.
that's lightning in a fucking bottle. And then for the album to go platinum, not just 5 on and doing all that, the whole album went platinum.
Yeah.
The album went gold the first month. So it's not about just that one song. You could have bought that one song by itself. You didn't have to get the album. They bought that song and bought the album.
Exactly.
So yeah, it was some shit on that album. You know what I mean?
On Player Haters, I mean, there's a line. That's why the town got rid of Short.
That wasn't my line. That's a boy.
What was all that behind though?
That's old boy, man. You gotta ask him, man.
Okay.
I don't know why he said that. You gotta ask him.
It followed up with a lot of drama behind it.
A lot of drama, man.
Yeah.
A lot of the fucking shit that happened at the fucking when we was at Summer Jam. And they beat up CNH backstage. That was because of it. We were supposed to come on stage and like all apologize on stage at that Summer Jam. And I guess it didn't go down. So Short and them was mad, his peoples was mad, and they brought CNH to the back to talk to him, and it went left. You know what I mean? I wasn't in there to see exactly the play-by-play, but niggas came out with bloody noses and bleeding and shit. And yeah, I'm like, God damn, bro. And I'm from the Ville, my nigga, so Short fuck with a lot of my cousins, you know what I mean, and a lot of my niggas from the Ville, so I was spared. And I didn't say that line.
Yeah,
I didn't
right,
say
right.
it, you know what I mean, period. So, old boy said that shit, you know, and that was basically because we was going through it, you know, like we thought Short was hating on us, you know what I mean? We thought he was hating on us, period, because we were supposed to be all Dangerous Crew. You know, CNH, that's Baby Jesus, that's Dangerous Crew. So once CNH gets his own artist, you know, now he's not Dangerous Crew no more. You know, he's competition. You got a pimp nigga that's competing with, you know, Short's pimp image. You got these little rap niggas that's compete with show niggas, Bad Influence, the little niggas you trying to, so now it's competitive. It's not the homeboys and the crew no more. So they like, stop fucking with us. Like literally, they stop fucking with CNH. You know, we couldn't get no more beats from Ant Banks and shit. We weren't at the studio downtown, I mean in West Oakland no more. You know, we was at Pajama Jam and doing our own thing. So we felt like, you know what I mean, bruh didn't want to fuck with us. Bruh was like hating on us lightweight, cause you know, we moving, we had motion. You know, so that motion, you know, we felt like Blood was hating on it cause he didn't give us no assistance. You know, besides, you know, Ant Banks and his studio time. He gave us his studio at the beginning. That's before we came. That's when just Drew Down was there. Once we came, it felt different. Because now niggas is really rapping. Niggas ain't doing that, you know?
Right.
Niggas is really rapping. You know, it's a difference. So, we leveled the shit up, you know, shout out to Souls of Mischief. You know, people like niggas leveled them bars up. 3 Times Crazy came right after us. Like Gas, no, they came, nigga, they was dual committee, right? With Sibo first, nigga, Gas, but we came up with 3 times. The Luniz. I knew Adrian Man when he was rapping a Christian before dual committee. So we seen all these niggas coming up. Soldier Mission. We used to go try to battle these niggas in junior high school. So we seen all these niggas before they blew up. Rapping around. That nigga was all of them.
Yeah.
You know, whatchamacallit went to school with us. The Who Riders. Chop Black and Mr. Taylor. So we seeing everybody as youngsters. So we, you know what I mean? It's all influential. So we see the fucking movement that's going down. All these youngsters are rapping better than the old school rappers that used to rap. You know, niggas is leveling up the bar game. So it becomes a threat to the older rappers. That's what I thought. And niggas start, you know.
Had to test the lyrical abilities.
Nah, niggas just start separating. I don't know what happened, you know, but niggas stopped fucking with CNH and CNH started doing his own thing. And it's been like that ever since. But me and Short and them, we been squashed all that shit. Yeah, we don't even fuck around like that no more. We do shows, tours, all that shit with Short and them. My family still run with them, Short still family. Short never really hated on us, you know what I mean? It was, niggas felt some type of way about that battle. You know what I mean? Niggas was there to meet Short, to be family. Niggas thought we was gonna be a new Dangerous Crew.
Let me
niggas.
take them back one time.
Yeah, that nigga
let me tell you how I really feel.
Nigga, you ain't a nigga. I got my youngsters already, nigga. Fuck y'all, nigga. So niggas had lumps in their throat. That was the real one. That's what I think None was mad at. And you didn't have to rap, my nigga. I'm the nigga that got embarrassed. Like I had to rap against.
Now you want to say something?
Yeah, now you want now. That's why the town got to be that show, nigga. Okay. But nah, that wasn't me. That was old boy who said that.
What's your favorite strain?
My own.
You know?
Yukmouth Culado.
Okay, let them know.
Shout out Gasco. Shout out Gasco. But when I'm out here in y'all area, man, I definitely fuck with Thunder Chief. You know what I mean? Okay. Shout out Thunder Chief out there in Seattle. You know what I mean? Fucking with it. Yeah, y'all got some good tree out here, man, period. So I fuck with y'all every time. I ain't got to bring no weed.
Yeah.
You know, y'all got
I mean, it's crazy how far the weed games just came when you couldn't
everywhere,
couldn't even be caught with it, you know?
Right.
Back when y'all was talking about 5 on it, it's like, okay, but don't get caught with it, you know?
Get caught with it.
We done came a long ways.
Hey, big time though, for real. How you feel about the whole legalization of this shit going? Like, it's everywhere. Like, New York is legalized now. They got cannabis clubs in New York. You know, that's crazy.
We right next door to Idaho, and they still haven't caught on, you know? And
what?
Yeah, they still haven't caught on, and they you know, they a little bit more reserved over there. So it's like, you know, it's all good over here. You cross that state line, and they feel about it a different way, you know, so.
I'm still mad at Texas with all them gun laws they passed. It's still a felony. You get caught with a doobie out there, it's a felony. You can smoke at your house, but you get caught riding around or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, Texas, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Texas, that's a good segue. Look at that. Look how I gave you the segue.
Well, you know, I actually want to take it over here because you guys went on tour with Biggie and Puffy in there.
Oh, yeah.
Man, what was that like? Give us a Biggie story, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. All that wild shit y'all hearing about Puff, I ain't see none of that, man. We ain't go to the party. We just went to the party.
You gonna let it be known now?
Nah, off the rip. We never been to the party. We just been TV party. All right, was saying all that, man. I was fresh off the block. So I'm a hustler mentality, man. So I'm thinking, okay, we got 50 dates. I'ma sell weed. I got these ounces for 300. I'm about to sell these motherfuckers for 1,000 an ounce on tour. And I was selling 1,000 an ounce, fucking ounces on tour. And I became the weed man. I was Biggie weed man, fake weed man. Nigga, everybody's buying weed from me. Junior Mafia, I was a weed nigga on tour, period. So I'm smoking with Biggie. I became their friend just by being the weed man. Period. So you'll see footage like I'm walking by them, they on their way to stage, like, yo, 5 on it, where the weed at? I'm like, yeah, hit me after the stage. Like, yeah, so I was a weed man on tour. So I was real tight with Biggie and them, hanging with Junior Mafia and them to where I be in their hotel rooms and you have, or the lobby and shit, and you have motherfuckers rapping from different cities and shit. I'm the nigga that's gassing niggas. They hold my back, nigga, like I'm a pit bull. And I'm on camera destroying niggas, freestyling. Junior Mafia ain't rapping, Biggie ain't rapping. I'm destroying niggas because somebody came in our hotel room, came in big room thinking he could rap. All right, nigga, boom, watch out.
Let me get him. Let me get him.
Yeah. So I was cool with them niggas on all levels, man. So we got kicked off that tour quick. Damn. I think we did like damn near a month, and we got kicked off that motherfucker, man. There was a lot of shit getting blamed on us that we didn't do. Like a hotel room got burnt up by the Junior Mafia. We wasn't even in the same hotel building. We had a whole different hotel somewhere else, and they blamed it on the Luniz. Somebody got off-duty cop got beat up by a big-ass chain. Like, you know them chains that got beat up.
Big Daddy Kane type shit or something? No,
I'm talking about the dog.
Oh, like
the naughty by nature,
wrestler,
the Tretch.
Yeah,
the
okay.
Tretch chain. The off-duty got beat up by the Tretch chain, and they came to us, said we did it. They searching our fucking bus, everything, our dressing room. Nigga, we don't wear no big-ass dog gate chain around our neck. It's only one artist on the tour that does that. But to protect him, they put the shit on us. So, cause we was the opening artist. You feel me? The last straw was we was told not to bring no liquor on stage. You know what I mean? Because we're the opening act. So if it's slippery, they got pyrotech and you got Adina Howard coming next. You got all these dancers coming, Puffy and them, they dancing. So if the flow's slippery and somebody fuck up, they could sue. So we go on that motherfucker one time with the Hennessy, Adina Howard and them come on next, zip, 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 blah! They like, oh man, you could never bring no boat.
Oh, she bit it?
No, her dancer bit it.
Oh, her bit it.
Zip, 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 blah. Like, nah, nigga, and they got explosions and shit at the tip of the stage. So one slip into an explosion, it's a fucking rap. So you can't do that. Don't ever do that again. And somebody, I ain't gonna say their name, but somebody you know, when you go into town where you know people, so you got your peoples backstage, so they didn't know. So our peoples backstage bought a bottle on stage and shit. We woke up in the morning, nigga, the whole tour was gone. Our tour bus was out there unpacking our shit off the tour bus, putting it in the parking lot. And we like, what happened? They like, they left y'all. Y'all kicked off the tour. And we like, okay, where you going? Like, you ain't gonna drive us home? Like, hell no, I'm going back to where I'm going. Nigga, y'all niggas gotta fly. We had so much luggage, we had to get to the airport and pay for all that goddamn luggage to go home. Niggas had lumps in their throat, man. But yeah, we got kicked off, man. You know, I think the only thing we only did was bring a liquor on stage. All the other shit they blamed on us and we didn't do. You know, so we basically got kicked off that motherfucker. But me and Biggie became real tight. You know, I was with Biggie 3 days before he got killed.
Oh,
you know,
Lord.
He came to LA trying to get some weed, thinking I'm the weed man still. I wasn't. But I was, you know, I knew some people, so I grabbed him some weed and brought it up to the hotel, to the Four Seasons and whatnot. They was talking about Pac, you know, the love he had for Pac. Why niggas think that he set Pac up, and you know, they showed me the new video "Crush on You" with C's and Kim, you know, before the shit came out. So Big was supposed to go to London. So we was trying to get him on the Luniz album, you know, cause we did "Satisfy You" remix with Puff. So we trying to get Biggie on the Lunatic Music album. So he was supposed to get on Lunatic Music, and he said, as soon as I come back from London, you know what I mean? So that was Friday. So boom, smoke it, Big, leave, you know. I think it's Sunday or Monday come, the award show come, and he's still here. He is supposed to leave that Monday. He's still here for the fucking Soul Train Awards. It was Soul Train after party at the fucking on Wilshire. Now, I went to that motherfucker, I couldn't get in, that bitch was capacity. So we just sitting outside smoking and shit, trying to knock bitches and shit. And then we find out the after party is at the Roxy. So we like, fuck that, we gonna get to the Roxy first so we can get in. So as soon as we driving off, we been a couple blocks, man, we hear it on the motherfucking the beat. Biggie Smalls just got killed on Wilshire. We like, hold on, we just left right there.
Did the fire marshal shut it down because it was so packed?
Yeah, they shut it down because it was
Okay.
so packed. Yeah, we couldn't get in. So the fire marshal shut the shit down. So a lot of people couldn't get in. Niggas was just outside parking lot pimping. The bitches that couldn't get in. So we heard about the next spot. So me and my niggas like, we trying to get to the next spot before it's too packed to get in. So we dip. So yeah, about time we get, like, we hit about 2 or 3 blocks, man. About time we hit the 2 or 3 blocks, 4 blocks. No, fuck that. About time we get to the club. It wasn't even, we got to the club and niggas was talking about Biggie got killed.
Damn.
In the club. Like, what happened? Biggie just got shot on Wilshire. We like, we just came from that motherfucker. So right when we left, the shit let out and the shit happened to Biggie. So, yeah, man. Rest in peace to Biggie, man.
Rest in peace.
Real nigga, man. Biggie was real as fuck, my nigga. Like, real cool as shit, man. Not stuck up, like, real cool as fuck, down to earth, smoke good weed, bad bitches, you know what I mean? Comedy, pure comedian, roasting niggas all day. Cool ass dude, man, period.
I want to talk some more about, you know, the fallen legends.
Yeah, Big
My
was a
man
guy.
Shock G.
Man, oh, shit.
I mean, talk about what he meant to the Bay, you know?
Man, shit, what he meant to the Bay, what he meant to, come on, first of all, Jizzle Underground. Huge impact in the Bay Area. That's one of our best groups ever that come from the Bay Area. Then you got Raw Fusion with Money B and Feuds, another part of Digital Underground. Then you got all the people that came up under that, Tupac. You got Hobo Junction with Saphir and them. You got Mystic. You got just everybody that came up under there. Cletus Mack. You got the Luniz. We came up under that umbrella too, further on. But they gave everybody their start. You know what I mean? Shock. You know, Greg gave everybody their start and believed in everybody. Like, the first celebrities in the Bay Area to fuck with the Luniz, you know what I mean, was Digital Underground, then Sugar T. But first it was Digital Underground. You know, they was fucking with us so tough that they let us use their DJ. You know, like when they didn't have shows, we'd use DJ Feuds as our DJ. You know what I mean? When they had shows, we'd use, you know, they other crew members, you know what I mean? 4 Racks from the Mechanics, DJ Dot, we'd use him. So, you know, they was letting us use stage props. They was just taking us on tour with them, like just giving us the game, man. So, like, we learned this shit from fucking with digital, period. Like, all the behind the scenes, how to perform, the DJ. We didn't even have a fucking DJ. So they showed us the real ropes about touring and doing shows and show how to perform and have a dope ass show. Cause they had one of the livest shows ever. Digital Underground. Like one of this, like a fucking Christmassy.
So
New
much you
Year's
got
Eve
Tupac
party.
out there dancing around.
Yeah, it's a fucking frat party. Like every time they get up there, it's a frat party. Like serious, like on some real college frat party, super fun shit. And you take notes, you know what I mean, from the legends that's been doing this shit for decades. I mean, for years before you even got into this shit. So, man, salute to Shaq, rest in peace to Shaq. Salute to Money B, salute to DJ Feuds, salute to Forax, like everybody that helped us, man. Period.
Yeah.
Like they definitely held us down as far as the Luniz, man, because they elevated us. Shaq was doing beats for us. Shaq was taking niggas on tour, showing niggas money. Like they was tapped in with us, bro. So salute to the whole DU, and they was tapped in with Pac. You know what I mean? That's the ones that got Pac, you know, to on that same song.
Yeah.
You know, we wasn't like first time I heard of Pac was same song. Clown around, went the underground, and he had the little African, you know what I mean, dashiki and all that, the Latifah hat, you know what I mean? That was the first time. And then after that, you know, then you got the, you know, Trapped came out after that, but, you know, same song. You know what I mean? And that's Digital Underground. You know what I mean? And then Pac got his deal, so yeah, Shaq helped us all.
They're their own artists, but do you see like a little bit of Shock G sprinkled in Mac Dre? Because I feel like style-wise,
yes. And having fun, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely, man. Because Shaq was a party animal and Dre was a party animal, and they have fun with the shit. It ain't so serious. Like niggas would be tough and serious. They having fun with the shit, super fun with the shit, and really like enjoying the shit. You know what I mean? Like some people take it as a job. Nah, they just do this shit because they love it. It's a difference. And when you love it, you're smiling, you're having fun, you fucking with it. You know, it's a difference, bro. So them two brothers that loved it and loved to have hella fun, doing wild shit, like kid shit. Like you seen Mac Dre on Trill TV, he was embracing a little boat in his pool. You know what I mean? Kid shit, like, niggas, like little kid shit. Nigga wanna go play basketball, you know, still shit like that.
You on some of his biggest tracks too, you know?
Hey, shout out to the Mac, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think I seen the video, you guys was in the studio on one of the tracks.
Boss Tycoon.
Yeah, Boss Tycoon. And like you said, him just being himself.
Being him, bro. He was so litty when we was doing the song with Welcome Home, Messy Marv too. Messy Marv just got out. But when we did the song Welcome to the Bay with me, Numb, Messy Marv, and Mac Dre, I flew Mac Dre to LA. So me, Numb, and Dre is in the studio doing the whole shit together. Welcome to the Bay. And he would just have so much charisma and shit. He had this thick ass mustache and this motherfucking thick ass beard, like goatee. He looked like motherfucking Denzel Washington from Training Day. So I called the nigga Denzel Washington. He's like, oh, I fuck with that, man.
That's where he got it from, huh?
That's where he got it from. I coined it, but we was in the Welcome to the Bay studio session. But it's on United Go. You see, I filmed it, everything. But yeah, I coined him. I said, Denzel Washington. Like, Denzel Washington? I fuck with that. Yeah, I'm Denzel Washington, man. Next thing you know, he had the Denzel. Kilo just did an interview. He said he went out there fucking with Yukmouth. He came back on the Denzel Washington shit. You feel me? So yeah, I coined that phrase. I was just joking around. You know what I mean? You Denzel Washington. That nigga said, for real? Yeah, I am Denzel Washington. They just ran with it. You know what I mean? They started coming up with all the little code names and shit. Every album, he had a different code name. You know what I mean? So yeah, he ran with that. You know what I mean? The little nicknames and shit. So yeah, Dre was very intricate with just catching on quick.
Yeah.
Super, like, pow. Or either you doing it first, or if he sees something, I got it, and just level it up. Like he'll do it better than you did it, you know what I mean?
Between him and Keek, I mean, with the hyphy movement going down in the Bay, I mean, when that hyphy movement came about, how would you feel about it? I mean, when you just seen it all kind of just blow up. I mean, the world was catching it, you know?
A lot of people don't give credit to the dope game. The dope game is when Keek, Jacka, Hustler, and Pretty Black, and Bart from 3 Times Crazy, they made the group Dope Game. After that, Keek album come out with the super duper hyphy, that. So that drum and snare shit comes from the Dope Game, because the producer of the Dope Game put out Keek album.
Okay.
That made that super duper hyphy and white t-shirt, blue jeans, and Nikes. That came from the same camp. So that started that. Then you got the Federation and Rick Rock and them coming. And then you got the team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got, but that's later on, like when Dre and them already was litty. So you got Dre, you got Something Terrible, you got the Cutthroat Committee, you got and then you got all the mob figures, because Hustler was over there, Ryder J. Clyde was over there, you got Jacker was over there, and then you got 3 times, because you had Keek and you had Bart over there, then you got the Luniz, you got me and Numb over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he had all the dope niggas all tapped in and fucking with each other, period. So that movement was crazy, my nigga, because you got all the top niggas in the Bay under one umbrella rocking with each other. Look how many fans that you done, you know what I mean, and got all up under, they fucking with the whole movement. Shout out Diggs, everybody. Diggs got out of jail, got right into it. You know what I mean? So yeah, everybody was wiggling, man. So yeah, the whole Thiz movement was big because it was unified. It unified the whole Bay. Like Thiz Latin, they had the Frisco niggas. My nigga Gold Toes had all the, you know what I mean, the Mexican line going heavy. It was just a big movement. It felt like some shit like a Cash Money Records or No Limit. That's what it felt like when Dre was doing his thing with the Thiz Entertainment.
Yeah, because when we got the wave up here, I think Mac Dre had, he had passed and all that. Mm-hmm. And
that's a piece of Mac Dre.
It seemed like so many artists had blossomed from that movement.
Too many. Yeah. Everybody, like the whole Bay, everybody blossomed. Yeah. Everybody that was with that
whole
fucking umbrella blossomed, bro. Everybody. Yeah. Like you get Mr. Fab from that.
Right.
Like Mr. Fab blew up in the Thiz, you know what I mean? Like, and Fab been rapping, but we didn't hear about him until you start fucking with Dre. Heavy, like the big Fab, you know what I mean?
So it was a beautiful thing.
It was a beautiful thing for the whole Bay. Everybody leveled up fucking with Dre and fucking with Digital Underground, period. They both helped everybody.
I want we could take them back to the second album that you and Luniz, the Luniz, the group did. I'm hearing like, were you guys like, was everybody in their own zone while making this? Like, you over here, Numb over here, CNH over here.
That's more like it was, yeah. Everybody's in their own zone, Yeah, niggas was partying like a rock star. When you first get your first big bag, like the second album, the bag was crazy. First album was just, you gotta prove yourself.
Yeah.
Even though you got a hit, you don't know it's a hit until you put it out. So they ain't gonna say, hey, we gonna project this to go 3 times platinum. No, prove it's gonna even go gold. You know what I mean? It sound cute, but let's see what it do. So once it did what it did, the next budget was huge. So niggas like anybody when they get a shitload of money for the first time at one time, you get to doing some fly shit.
You living a little now.
Yeah, you living, bro. You living, man. So niggas was living, and the studio making the music came secondary. Niggas party first and then music second. Me, I'm bringing the party to the studio. Like, fuck that, I'm in the lab. I'm bringing bitches to the studio, bottles, homies smoking, but I'm still getting the work done. These people are going party in other places and doing their thing and not coming to the studio. So that's how I end up getting my deal with Rap-A-Lot, because at the same time, Tone Capone and Mike Dean is working on the Luniz album. They working on Scarface Untouchable album right in the next studio. So when they get little ear breaks and shit while Scarface laying a verse or writing his rhymes, they'll come over and do some shit for the Luniz, and I'd be the only nigga in there. And Jay Prince would be with them. And he came through that motherfucker multiple times like, bro, where to do that? You doing all this shit by yourself. You need a solo deal. That's what Jay Prince tell me. I'm not thinking about being a solo artist. Nigga, I'm a group, a team. It's the Luniz. He came in that motherfucker and said that shit one more time, like 2 weeks later, like, bro, you doing everything. You just leaving the verse empty. Like, what the fuck? You need a solo deal. You smoke a lot, you need to be on Rap-A-Lot. Once he said that, I'm like, you right. You fucking right. And it was a wrap. After that album, I went to Rap-A-Lot and started my solo career.
Speaking of, did you see the Tiny Desk with Scarface and Mike Dean?
Lord.
What'd you think about that?
Legendary. It's the best one I've seen.
I was trying to, there's a lot of Tiny Desk.
Rapper-wise is the best one because he had his real nigga that made the music, Mike Dean. That's why it sounded exactly how it's supposed to sound. I seen a Tiny Desk with my nigga Snowman, Jeezy.
Oh yeah.
That music did not sound like the original music.
No.
Mike Dean had that shit sounding exactly like, because he played the original music, or he was, close in the circle. So that was more better to me.
Yeah, I was sharing that with all the homies.
Yeah,
Like,
that nigga came with Mike Dean live. He on the piano and what? It's classic,
he
bro.
playing it
Period.
so cool too. You got the singers with him up on there.
Come on,
Like,
man.
it
And the
was.
whole thing about Face is that he plays that live guitar. Like literally, when he goes on tour, he plays a live guitar. He got a live band, so he does that. But it's just not. Mike Dean is not on tour with him, so it hit different when Mike Dean was on that ooh wow.
And then he went on tour right after that. He was like, "Oh, we see what we can do with it. Let's go on tour."
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Now he on tour. You know, shout out
to
Scar.
Face,
Yeah.
man. You feel me? Salute to Mike Dean. Rap a lot.
I mean, taking them back to the second album, what I also like is you guys had the track with Short, Funkin' Over Nothing.
Funkin' Over Nothing.
And showing the people, man, we could squash this little shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think enough people do that, or enough artists do that nowadays. Link up and be like, look, this is what it is. It kind of lead the fans wondering, you know, they still fuck with each other, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of miscommunication gets in the mix again, you know.
A lot of beefs come from rappers being loyal to their record label, loyal to their crew. They really don't have shit to do with it. So the Too Short beef was really a CNH and Too Short beef. It wasn't a Luniz beef. So we the voice for CNH. He can't rap. You know what I mean? So that's how that happened. You know what I mean? So when we did Funkin' Over Nothing, we like, what we doing this shit for? It's for nothing. You know, if these two got a problem, they gotta handle it. It ain't nothing we could rap or say about it. You feel me? That could stop only them two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Funkin' Over Nothing, we made that song and shit, we did KML with the shit too. So that's why they got the little clip from the KML. We came on KML first and squashed it. Then we did the song.
Okay.
So yeah, it was overdue, man. Like we all came in Dangerous Crew. Like, you know what I mean? There's no reason for us to be funkin', period. So that was a power move, you know what I mean? But right after that, Show got back on my ass. I don't know why, no Frank
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, y'all had at least y'all Just Me and You,
Yep.
produced by DJ Quick,
Yep.
right? Raphael Sadiq or whatever.
DJ Quick and what's my nigga name?
From Tony Tone, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Raphael.
Raphael.
Sadiq or Sadiq?
Sadiq.
Okay.
Raphael Sadiq.
First of all, both legends. I think they like slept on. I think both of them slept on.
Right.
To get a track, was this the first time you had got a DJ Quick produced track?
Ever, yeah.
Yeah.
First DJ Quick with Raphael Sadiq co-producing.
I mean, it only made sense to get
Right.
them both on the same track.
the
Like, so
band.
what you just did could have been, you know, what Master P or something could have
Right,
done.
right.
But y'all was like, let's go grab the people
And give
and bring
love
them
back
over
to
here.
the people.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, I mean, how did the Hypnotize with Redman come about?
That was like on the wish list. Like we wanted the rappers that we wanted. Like we thought Red was like our type of flavor. Like far as the funny raps with the metaphors and shit. Red's like a comedian rapper, I thought, like to me. And we as comedian rappers, like comedian gangster rappers. So he fit our criteria. He talked that shit, he hella funny with it. It'll match. So this is a beat he produced. He produced the
Okay.
Hypnotize. So we go in the lab with Red. And this is when I found out he don't smoke like me. He don't smoke like us, you know what I mean? I bust out the weed, you know what I mean? What was it back then? What was it? Nade. We had the Nade. Bust out the Nade on the nigga, right? He like, nah, I gotta mix it with the chocolate. So he pulled out a big ass bag of cess and sprinkled the Nade with the cess. Like, hold on, man. Like, what are you doing? You fucking up the weed, man. Like, I don't smoke no cess with the good weed. Like, nah, bro, that's that Bombazi. Like, nah, we don't fuck around like that, bro. We smoke pure gas. Nigga, we don't mix it with no cess. So when he was mixing the weed with the cess, I'm like, yeah, they smoke different. They don't smoke
You already
like
knew
us.
right then and there.
Yeah. Bombazi ain't it. Other than that, man, like it was a dope ass session. It was quick. He did the beat. And nigga did the hook and rap. We going back to back. You notice we rapping hella times. Like here going there, then we're going there, here going there, we just going rapping for hella long. So yeah, it was a great session, man. Smoked out, dranked out, you know, numbskull love to drink. And yeah.
And y'all did the video. And
Did the
everything.
video.
Yeah.
Video was hella
bars.
wild.
Y'all were going bar for bars.
Video was wild as fuck, man. So yeah.
Well, like you said right after that, I mean, you had the debut Rap a Lot.
Right.
This is also when Smoke a Lot Because you had to already Smoke a Lot Records at that time?
Yep.
And you guys just kind of conjunctioned it with Rap a Lot Records?
Yep.
Okay. And the Thugged Out album debut for Rap a Lot, like I said. Still balling, because at that time you was balling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm still
you done
balling.
still balling. Still balling. I mean, you brought like all the Tupac squad out.
Yeah, the
Shock
Outlaws.
G, the Outlaws. I mean, what was that day like? Just having
I was in Houston,
everybody
man.
together.
Flew everybody down to Houston, man. Shit was a movie, man. Shout out Jay Prince. Jay Prince pulled out all the whips. We flew down to Outlaws, the Shock G, everybody in my crew. You know what I mean? Dizzle Underground, and shot the video. That was the first one. Then we did the remix with the Outlaws on it.
Okay.
That's the one where we shot in LA with all the Outlaws on it and shit. But yeah, we did 2 videos, man, just giving up the pot. Cause at that time, there was a lot of, shout out to Biggie, but it was a lot of Biggie Smalls dedications and no Tupac dedication. You know, only one that did a dedication was Tretch. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, we got the Locks did I Love Big Papa, we got Puff did a Biggie song, we got everybody, like all the crew did a song for Big, and nobody did no songs for Pac. So I took the initiative, you know what I mean, and put the song out. And at the end of the day, when we put the song out, I'm like, to do the remix, I gotta get the Outlaws on it, you know what I mean, to make it official. You know what I mean? This is his crew.
Right.
You know what I mean? This
Only
is
right.
Yeah, so reached out to the Outlaws, and they was down, they hopped on that motherfucker and hit the shit out the park, bro. Period. So salute to the Outlaws for embracing it and fucking with it, man. And we made a classic, man. Pac We Still Ballin', a remix, man. The video's super fire. And after that, you know, Rap a Lot, I mean, we ended up bringing the Outlaws to Rap a Lot, you know, because they was leaving Death Row at the time. We didn't know. So once we found out they was leaving Death Row, Jay Prince, boom, brought them on board. So they was out there fucking with us in Houston at the same time I'm working on my album. They working on their shit. So yeah, we both got deals over there. Just from that Pac We Still Ballin', they got a deal off of that. You know what I mean? So good shit.
Once again, bringing back the essence of the original track and the people involved with it, you know, which was a double disc. It went on to go gold. Was that one gold?
It's platinum, but
okay,
they ain't gave my plaque yet. But I got my gold plaque, definitely.
Send that plaque, y'all.
Yeah, send my plaque. Certify my shit. Rap Like shut down. The label got to certify it. If the label shut down, they can't get certified. So that's it.
You had, I mean, Tech 9, Scarface, the Dog Pound. I mean, you even had Big Lurch up on that thing.
Lurch.
You know, talk about the regime, man. I don't even think we hit on that.
The mob.
How did that group even, you know, the mob form?
It started with Paraphernalia, the mob first. You know what I mean? Which is 3 Times Crazy, Seidel, the Luniz, Drew Down, and Richie Rich. And Gov. That was the original crew.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Paraphernalia, the mob. I split from that and made my own crew after that, which became the regime. You know what I mean? Me, Tech 9, Gonzo, Fast Bossy, Mad Max, Lil Key, Diesel Don, Govmatic, me, and Numb. Numb was in the regime when we first started. And, you know, that was the crew. What you heard on Killers on the Payroll, and we debuted that on the second Luniz album, Killers on the Payroll, which was produced by Mike Dean and Tone Capone. So that song was the introduction of the regime. You know what I mean? And we've been mobbing ever since. We met Tech 9 during that album, the second album. Why do Thugs Cry?
Okay.
That was produced by QD3. And at the time, Quincy Jones Sr. had signed Tech 9, and QD3 was, you know, doing all the music. So we went to do a session with QD3 and met Tech 9. So that's how we met Tech 9, you know, befriended him, became hella cool with him.
The spiked hair all at this time?
Nah.
No?
He had a high top.
Okay.
Yeah, he had no spike hair though. He had no paint on his face, but he definitely had a high top. He had straight hair. It was colorful, It was red. He had red hair definitely, but it was just a high top with the red at the top, black and red. But he was that nigga from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like his shows, like they showing his show tapes, his shows was fucking crazy. Him and Chris Calico bopping and breakdancing and shit, and nigga killing it with the songs, like from the rip. So we tapped in, started hanging with him and shit, you know, introduced him to Gonzo, Fashion and shit. So they was in the Baldwin Hills. Fats was in the Baldwin Hills, which is like Black Hollywood, so they in a rich area. So Tech and Fats was like right around the corner from each other. Gonzo right down the hill over there. So the whole crew was in the same area. Pop LQ on the Baldwin Hills.
Yeah.
I mean, Pop LQ on the Overlands in the 60, Overhills in the 60s. So right in that area, you know what I mean? The studio, Laylaw and them, Goldmack and them in the Baldwin Hills. So that whole area had everybody right there, and we clicking and we fucking with each other. So we was hanging out because everybody lived right there. So Tech Nine, nigga, he from Kansas City, you know, so besides QD3, he didn't have no real ones he could fuck with out here. So once he tapped in with us, we going clubbing, we taking him outside, you know, we tapping in, you know, fucking with it. So yeah, we became big, super homeboys. We still homeboys and shit, but we created a regime, man, with the dragon as the logo. And yeah, we started mobbing out. So the second you hear about the regime is on Thug
You guys
Out.
had that logo made from somebody else, right? Because I know earlier you was talking about you did the drawing. I mean, is there any drawing more than the Luniz?
Yeah, I did hella people logos and shit. But the dragon was a tattoo I got.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I made that the logo.
Okay.
Period. I didn't do that one.
No. I mean, anything else in the future with some, you know, some sketching, some art?
I still draw shit, you know what I mean? I still draw my logos, like as far as my clothing. Like you see the clothes, like the new Looney shirt you don't see tonight for sale, I drew that whole kind in there. So it's a different pose than the original one that's on. So, you know, definitely when it comes to my merch, I draw a lot. You know what I mean? So I draw the shit and have motherfuckers you know, digitize it. They just digitize my artwork. So I still do it for my merch. I draw a lot. Yeah.
Was there a jab in still balling towards Snoop?
Nah, it was still balling was towards Master P.
Okay, so
Yeah, so it was like
P.
Master P, and I was saying, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Snoop with the no limit, but you know what I mean? Dissing Master P, you know, not like that.
Who, I guess I'd say, who would outsmoke who, you or Snoop?
Snoop, he get more weed than anybody. Like they give this nigga weed pounds, like 10 pounds at a time probably, I don't know, but he definitely gets more weed than me for free. You feel me? So I assume he smokes more.
Yeah.
Nah, Snoop, like I've been on tour with Snoop. Snoop done took us on a Puff Pass tour a couple times and shit. Snoop really gets down.
I seen Wiz up on
down.
stage with him, but Wiz looked like, or no, maybe it was Snoop that looked like he was hitting it lightweight. And Wiz was like doing the bigger puffs and stuff, and they were trying to hold it all in on stage. And I mean, you know, Wiz ended up bowing out, but realistically, it looked like Wiz had him on stage when they was doing the whole, you know.
All I know is Snoop and Be Real. Them my two dudes I can't fuck with. Be Real fucked me up. We did a hot box. You know, he got the podcast, the hot box, right? So we was at this motherfucking Hot Times cannabis event in LA. He got the A-Team van, right? The A-Team van. We hotbox that motherfucker. He doing a podcast. So it's me, Corrupt, fucking J.O. Felony, Be Real. And who was up? There's one more dude. We in that motherfucker, man. I didn't even have to hit the weed. That bitch is so cloudy and so smoky. I'm just coughing just off the smoke in the car. Nigga, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. They passed me the weed. I really can't breathe. Like, imagine coughing and trying to blow the shit out and trying to get your air. And then the air is just weed. Like, it felt like I was in a motherfucking, like a gas chamber of weed. I had to get the fuck out. I started throwing up, coughing, and snot coming out my nose. But he was just chilling. Be Real was like, you all right?
Just in the cut.
Nah, he took all that shit like it was nothing. He smoking this joint, like nothing going on. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. I'm sweating, nigga. I can't breathe. Be Real just like, hey, man, you cool? You all right? So he definitely proved right there he got out smoking. Period. That motherfucking hot box. It didn't phase him. Every nigga, me, J.O. Felony, and Corrupt hopped out that bitch. Like the Chronic, like on gin and juice, when they hopped out the car, they was coughing, hella smoke. That was me, Corrupt, and motherfucker. The last nigga was Trey D. Trey D was in that motherfucker too, man. Man, we all hopped out that bitch quick. Be Real was the only one still in that bitch. So yeah, he could definitely outsmoke me, period. And Snoop, just him having veteran lungs.
Yeah.
You know, just him being smoking all the best weed that money could buy, you know what I mean, from the Chronic on out. I think his tolerance is higher than mine. You know what I mean? He probably got a little bit more weed tolerance than me.
You said when he came out, it was like, I'm done smoking. And it was just a commercial.
Yeah, man, listen.
He had the world going crazy.
I was like, hell no. My wife was like, look, he stopped smoking. You need to do like Snoop. I said, ha ha, watch tomorrow. And nigga came out and said, I was just playing. I said, see, nigga ain't stopped smoking.
You, I mean, you stay loyal, man. I mean, definitely, it seems, you know, we was with rap a lot. And I mean, at some point, the Scarface thing kicked off. You know, I guess you could say a hip hop, more like a hip hop.
Yeah,
battle,
it was
right?
hip hop.
What was all that about? I mean, why was Scarface?
I don't know. Short did that. Short got on the song with fucking Face called Longevity on Short shit, and they started going bad on me. You know what I mean? And I had to respond. You know, Face was fresh off leaving Rap A Lot, I think. He was going to Rap A Lot to Def Jam to be the president. That's when he brought Ludacris and them over there. So he did a song with Too Short called Longevity, and they cooking me. Face talking about the Tupac We Still Ballin' video shoot. You in another nigga car smoking a cigar. Yeah, nigga, I'm in J. Prince Bentley Phantom. That's not mine. I mean, a Bentley Azure. That's not mine. I smoke my own cigars though, but you in another nigga car smoking cigars. Like, nigga, who you talking about, nigga? Oh, you on me? And then Short clearly talking about me because he talking about the Rapper Ron battle. You're mad because Rapper Ron ate you and all that. Okay, you owe me. This nigga come, you smoking a cigar in another nigga car, video acting like a star, some shit like that. I'm like, Face, you trying to do that? Fake thug. I said, oh, okay,
it's like that.
All right. So they kicked that shit off, man. They did it, so I had to defend myself now. Nigga, Face is my idol at that time. I came to Rap A Lot, nigga, like you my favorite artist. Nigga, you the reason why I rap, nigga. I gave him the name Uncle Face. I coined that. So niggas started saying Uncle Face, nigga, because of me, Ludacris, Uncle Face. I called him Uncle Face. When I came to Rap A Lot, I gave him that name. Period. So the nigga I named Uncle Face, and he take that as his name, and he asked me to write, you know, for his album. You know what I mean? So, because, you know, people help each other, you know what I mean? Like build with ideas and shit. Not right, Face got it, he does that. But like say, you need a hook. You know what I mean? Something like that, a hook or a bridge or something. He probably ain't too good with the hooks. You know what I mean? Boom, help write some shit like that. So I was supposed to help him write some shit too, so that was my guy. You know what I mean? So when that shit happened with Too Short, I said, okay, so that's when I revealed, niggas talking about they don't like my shit. You turn around, say, yuck, help me write my shit. Ain't that a bitch? Like, how you gonna diss me? You asked me to write shit. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So, but me and Face cool, man. Like, I could never be that angry. It was just lyrical. It wasn't like I want to do something to him. It's all lyrical. You know what I mean? And there's a rap game, you could lose your career without responding properly. Like, you've seen Ja Rule, like as big as he was, 50 Cent took him out.
You had to kind of go at that camp a little bit too.
Right, because of Ja Rule.
Yeah,
because of the loyalty to Rap A Lot, and Jay, Prince, and Ja. I mean, Irv and them was rocking with each other. Remember, Jay, Irv, and Suge was building the first black distribution company. So once all the drama happened, we taking up Ja and them, Jay, Irv, and them beef. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they making that first distribution company and shit. So that's how we end up in the beef with G-Unit. You know what I mean? Over Ja Rule. But and still,
the game was coming at you heavy.
The game got through in it because 50 didn't want to handle, you know, didn't want to talk about me. So the game is fresh in the game. He's coming from the West Coast, so they're from the West Coast, you handle that. So Game came and dissed me out the blue. He ain't had shit to do with it. Me and Game was cool. I seen him at Jada Kiss album release party prior to that and told him, nigga, well, yo, you the next, nigga, do your thing, nigga, put the West on. Nigga, he's like, whatever you got going with dude, I ain't in it. Nigga, that's y'all. I'm like, thanks, bro. We vote, we root for you, nigga. You and Dre about to kill this shit, about to bring the West back. We dapped and we dipped. A month later, like 2 weeks later, he had the diss, I got a mill on it. And it Game coming at me. I ain't never dissed him. So now I gotta respond. And that's when you get Game over 1, Game over 2. So, but Game, 50 threw him up in there.
Do you think, you think these hip hop artists know lyrically you gonna come with it? So it's just like, maybe why not test them? You know what I'm saying?
They better do their research. They better do their research, man. Like when that boy did that, I came with the quickest diss response in rap history. It was 45 minutes. He put that, I got a mill on it, 45 minutes, my diss was up. Game over 1. I wrote that bitch, laid it, and put it up within 45 minutes. That shit was up like this. Quickest rap response in hip hop history. Who responded in 45 minutes? I'll wait. It take niggas weeks and months. 45 minutes. How long it take Nas to make Ether? Like Jay-Z came with 2 discs.
Yeah.
Nigga, 45 minutes. I heard that bitch, let's go. Studio in my house. I hear it,
Right.
put the beat on.
Right.
Let's go.
And, you know, in the game, he was the type to make like a whole fucking album about G-Unit when he was beefing with him. So, you know, for you kind of responded in a similar like format. You know, the whole Suge Knight deal, right? I heard a dude pulled a sneak move on you when you was talking to Suge Knight.
Yep, absolutely.
On some sucker,
it was a Dolphin
sucker
shit.
type shit.
Dolphin moved me. You know what I mean? And knocked me out. Knocked me completely out. I woke up on my wallet. Your nigga slid me on my wallet, man. Never been knocked out in my life. Woke up, saw people driving away, and hopped in my Range Rover Sport and started chasing niggas. You know what I mean? They split it up and all that shit, high-speed chases down the street and whatnot. That's how that happened. You know what I mean? Period. But at the end of the day, me and Sugar's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't have nothing to do with him. He was there for somebody else. And them niggas that came and robbed me was there for me. So
Okay.
it was a back door. Somebody set us up. You know what I mean?
It's because it always seemed like Suge's presence, whenever he go to something, or at least what the headlines are showing, it's like, oh, he made an appearance and then somebody ended up fighting. Whether it's him, whether it's the crew around him. I mean, it's just like that stigma that comes with it.
The thing is, we wasn't beefing. Like, this is when, you know, Rap A Lot and Suge and them, and Herb. So this is right around that time. This is right after that. So we ain't got no beef with Suge Knight. There's no reason why me to have beef with Suge Knight, for Suge to do something to me. The other niggas, you know, an individual was mad about some situations. The regime, actually, an individual mad that we didn't let him in the regime. So he backdoored us and set us up, period. Sent Suge Knight up there for one of my regime niggas and sent the other niggas up there for me at my video shoot. Gave niggas the low and they popped up, period. That's what happened.
I see y'all, I don't even know, I'm gonna have to ask you, because you got on Plies' helmet, man. What was that all about?
What the fuck? Why we was beef with? Oh, cause the regime. He tried to say he the regime.
Okay.
He took the name. He took the regime.
I was like, they go to Plies,
Nah,
man.
he took the regime. He took the name. He's calling himself some regime, and we got on his helmet for the name. Period. That was it.
No response or nothing from him, or what was?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Well, tell us about, you know, when you got that call. I don't know if it's Jordan Peele made the call, but when they on the Us movie, man, how'd that come about?
Shit. Jordan Peele just did his thing. You know, he hit the people who got all the rights. You know what I mean? And hit us to sign off, and shit. The rest is history, man. He said that he always liked 5 on it, but he heard some eerie shit in it. I ain't never thought 5 on it was spooky, but he did. And he slowed that bitch down and it became spooky. Yeah, it became like, nigga, like fucking Nightmare on Elm Street when they be like, ding, ding, ding. When Freddy come out, he about to come out the dream, that little bling, bling, blings. That's the 5 on it, bling, bling, bling. He sold that bitch down, bling, 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 bling. Like, oh shit, what the...
He seen something in it.
Yeah,
He seen something in that.
He seen slowing that bitch down and making it a spooky, terrifying track, which he did. And yeah, I mean, I just appreciate Jordan Peele for even using our song. You know what I mean? The next movie, what is it? Look Up. He used a 40 song.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah,
he's showing love.
He's showing love, man, definitely, man. So salute to Jordan Peele, man, for just fucking with dope ass hip hop, you know, and fusing it and incorporating it into his fucking movies, because that 5 on the song was the theme of the whole fucking Us movie. Like, that shit kept on playing throughout. Like, when the motherfuckers turn to Dabba Gang or Dabba Gang, whatever, nigga, like, motherfucker pop up with the bat and the whole family just lined up at the door, bling, 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 bling. Like, that was the theme of the whole shit. So, yeah, it was dope. I loved it. Period, man. Salute to Jordan Peele. Salute to everybody. What was her name? Lupita? She, the one from Black Panther.
Okay. Yeah,
Right?
I seen the movie like once, and then cause I was like, I don't know, man. The scary movies these days, I mean, Like, man, ain't nothing like the old
Buffiante.
school.
Nah.
It ain't nothing like the old
Nothing
school.
like the Exorcist.
You know?
The real Exorcist.
When that shit, when you go to bed and you still
Nigga
thinking about the
Damon-
shit.
Nigga Damon and the Omen. Shit like that. Real spooky shit.
Yeah, man, I wanted to get into what you got going on these days, man. What Smoke a Lot up to?
Oh man, shit, back in the lab, you know, definitely knocking shit down, man. We got Thug Lords, me and Sibo, you know, new album we working on. Me and J Hood got the Savages album. We a group, the part 2 coming out, and my next solo album, City of Dope, part 2, working on that. That's gonna be a direct to customer ooh-wop, like on the Nipsey Hustle side of the game. Selling that thing for $100 a wop, direct to customers, you know what I mean? And fuck the streaming, you know what I mean? Period.
Okay.
You know, we going back to just fucking with the customers, man. Period. Straight up, man. Direct to customer, and we ain't letting these labels rip us off no more. Period. Fuck that. And if the customers got love for us, y'all support us directly. You know what I mean? Period. Instead of going to these streaming services and shit where they giving us a quarter of a penny.
Did you ever go
off a
through
motherfucking
Empire at
dollar.
all?
Yeah, I fuck with
Yeah,
Empire.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Shout out Ghazi. Man, a lot of money with Ghazi, man. Salute to Ghazi. But I'm just saying, that's the most elite streaming that you could go through. Fucking with Empire. They got
Okay.
they conglomerize
Seems
that
like,
shit.
yeah, that's a movement.
And
right
they do
now.
a lot of they give fair deals. You know what I mean? So no 360s and all that stupid shit that these other labels try to get you caught up in. You know, Ghazi and them is fair over there. You gonna make some bread. But I'm just saying in general, the pay rate.
Okay.
You know, you heard Snoop complaining like he did 1 billion streams and only got 40,000. Like, where the money at? You know what I mean? So shit like that, it's like, you know, it ain't, the math ain't mathing. You got the actors was on strike because of the streaming shit. You know, the streaming numbers compared to box office numbers. You know what I mean? They don't get the same pay rate that they get compared to a movie doing all them streams or being downloaded X amount of times compared to a motherfucking box
Yeah.
office. People being there, it's not the same pay rate. So that's why they had the big ass strike. So I think hip hop need a strike. We need to hit a strike on streaming services,
Right.
Spotify and all
Right.
that to up the money up. You know what I mean? Period. Just like what was her name that was talking about Spotify? And she was like, yo, hip hop makes all the motherfucking money, but you could give Joe Rogan $100 million
Yeah.
deal, and that is not making all the money on Spotify. It's music, not a podcast. So you go out your way to give a podcast $100 million. And what artists have you gave $100 million on Spotify?
Yeah.
I'll wait. So that's where the game is. Like, how the fuck you gonna give? But the whole Spotify is music mostly. 98%. And probably about 2% podcast. Right?
Yeah.
That makes all the revenue for their shit. But they give $100
But they-
million
yep.
to Joe Rogan. So that means they have money to give, but they're not. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, stop playing with us.
How's your podcast coming along?
My shit is great, man. I'm still not monetized. We working on that.
Y'all had Bone up on there too,
Yeah,
right?
we had Bone on that bitch. We had everybody. Corey Holcomb, everybody, man. Shit. Big U, everybody, man. We had everybody on our shit, bro. Straight up. We've been doing this shit for many motherfucking moons, man, period. And we just, the thing is, we got a new crew now. My old crew ain't with me no more. You know what I mean? Simone and Kato, they started doing their own thing. They got too busy to do it. So I'm just getting the crowd used to the new crew.
Okay.
You know, it's got to build new chemistry and whatnot. So it's like starting all over. You know what I mean? But we still lit. Smoke a Lot Radio every motherfucking Thursday. You know what I mean? On Yukmouth TV. Subscribe to your guy. You know, we still keep it lit. We got
Subscribe.
the Wonder Twins with me and Gooch every Friday. And I got What the Fuck Weekly I do once a week. So I got about 3 different podcasts fucking with it. We bringing back Law Library, me and my homeboy Reem. Back Law Library, and we bringing back Higher Learning with my dude Nelson L. So I got about 5 or 6 podcasts on my channel that I do. So yeah, we
You
keep
active.
it lit.
Yeah, you active.
Dumbass active. You know.
Before we go, man, I mean, anything you want to say to the peoples, man, to the diehards, the Looney fans out there, the Yukmouth fans?
Oh man, hey man, you know, my apologies, you know what I mean, for not dropping albums in hella long, man. We back now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't make no excuses and shit, but the game is missing that real shit right now. You know, the game is like the females kind of, you know what I mean, took over the game last year. So it's wide open for some real nigga shit. You know, so it's time for me to come back. You know, it's time for me to come back. When that singing, emo music was going down, that wasn't my lane.
No.
So I let them have that. Now that it's time for some real shit, it remind me of when DMX came in the game. It's wide the fuck open for some new shit. You feel me? It remind me when Bone Thugs came in the game.
Yeah.
It's wide the fuck open for some new shit. When they changed the game. You know what I mean? When the game changes,
Yeah.
like when 50 came in the game. It's one of them eras right now. Like if a nigga like 50 was a drop right now with that type of music
Everybody
and this
gonna fall.
bullshit,
Yeah.
oh, it'll be a rap.
Yeah.
It's that time right now. Somebody could do a 50 or a Bone Thug or right now.
Yeah.
Cause the females is beating, what nigga can compete with the females? On some real shit. So it's time for a real nigga to stand on business,
Yeah.
nigga. For real. It's
And
wide
I think,
open.
you know,
Now,
as
so
much
it's time
as,
for me to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wide open,
Definitely.
my nigga.
I shout out to the females.
The females
because,
salute. They beating their ass.
Yeah.
But yo, they got great music. The niggas is looking real lazy. Niggas is freestyling. The females got dope writers. They have writing teams writing them songs. Thinking of these dope ass hooks. They got the dope ass people on the beats doing remixes, sample clearances and shit. People singing everything. They put some thought to they shit. You get these lean, niggas off perps and shit. Nigga just lazy, don't even want to write. Punch me in. I thought of this. Punch me in.
Yeah.
No,
I
my
see that
nigga.
too. That's I
They
see that
lazy.
too.
That's
Yeah.
why the females took over on y'all ass,
Yeah.
man. Period. So
hungry.
it's ugly, bro. And then not only the females, overseas taking over on us. You got the Mexican trap taking over. You got the motherfucking Afro beats taking over. You got the Japanese trap taking over. Cause they taking this shit serious. All the shit that Pop Smoke was doing, that was German producers, not American producers. That whole that sound come from Germany.
And for T-Pain to be like, oh, this new age will, you know, with an 8 Pac up lyrically, like,
Nah.
come on now.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Come on now.
Nah. Because Pac had essence in his shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was this autistic child that was only 3 years old singing Pac, Dear Mama, word for word with just the instrumental. That's how it's soul music.
Right.
It resonates with your soul. You know what I mean? It's telling a story that resonates with your soul. That kid ain't never had a mama that was a crack fiend, but he felt the pain in that. You're a black queen, mom. This is a white kid.
Right.
Autistic singing word for word, just the instrumental. Pac ain't, the words ain't playing. To the instrumental, he say the whole rap word for word. Autistic child. Pac, in his soul, got him right. You know, autistic, you know, they have their little, you know, they little stuff that they need to keep him cool.
Yeah.
To keep him cool was Tupac.
They ain't make it like that anymore.
They ain't make him like that no more, bro. They don't make him like that no more, bro. Period. Pac was the first Versace rap model. The first, all them other niggas puffing and was buying it. Pac was a Versace model. Everything he had on was custom Versace. Them rings and shit was real Versace rings. He was the first one with the Versace bracelets and rings and the shit that they wearing right now. He had that from Versace.
The shit that Kanye trying to do right now.
Come on, bro. Like Pac was the first. It was in movies. Like, look what he did. He died at the age of 25, bro.
Yeah.
He did all that before the age of 25, my nigga. Name what rapper, one of these young niggas that's doing that at the age of 25. I'll wait.
Right.
He was a grown soul in a young man's body, an old soul. That's the definition of an old soul. He's only 25. Right?
Yeah.
We looking at Casanat and them like that. They 25. He ain't thinking like Tupac. Right?
Yeah.
Come on, it's a different.
You ain't lying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell no. They not. A little 23, 25-year-old. They ain't thinking like Pac. Look how much game he had.
Right.
Like, come on. man.
In my personal opinion, I think Pac's the all-time greatest. You know,
He is, to
I
me.
personally, as a kid, I was caught up in the being on Pac's side over Big, and then when I got older, I was like, this is what the fuck I was missing, not listening to Big. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, I caught on, and we got over it. Now Big Juicy's like a fucking
That's
like a
one-
life anthem.
But that's soul music. You see the one with Biggie did soul music. It relate. That's one people relate to Juicy because it's soul music. Everybody was struggling. They could relate to that. Pac talking about the struggle in the ghetto, the struggle with Brenna had a baby. Somebody having a baby that young, throw the baby in the garbage. He's not just talking about, he's talking about real life situations that people are living through. That's why they relate to it. You know what I mean? It ain't just busting rhymes and metaphors and punchlines. It's an actual story that everybody can relate to. It's like watching a movie like Menace to Society, and everybody from the hood could say like, okay, this part remind me of my hood. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's something that registers with you. You know what I mean? It's called soul music. It hits you in your soul, nigga. You like, oh shit, nigga, we just did that. Oh, that's, wow, he talking to me. He talking, nigga, my dad. Oh, nigga, my mama. Oh, nigga, he talking to me. You feel like that because it's speaking to your soul, speaking to your life experience, and he's talking exactly what you're going through in your life on this song. So that's the difference between soul music and just bars. Pac has soul music. Touch your heart, my nigga.
Exactly. That's what I tell the people.
That's the difference.
Well, while we getting you right for the night, man, I mean, tell the people where they can find you at, Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Hit me on the gram at Regime General, you know what I mean? Hit the motherfucking tool, you know what I mean? Yukmouth TV. Hit the goddamn Twitter, you know what I mean? At the real Yukmouth. Hit the website, smokealotrecords.com for all the merch and all the music. And shit, yeah. We out this motherfucker, man.
You know where to find us, Grind 365, the podcast, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe.
Oh yeah.
I'm with the Bay legend right here.
Go grab that Yukmouth Coolado coming to a dispensary near you. You a bitch shit.
And you heard it right here, Grind 365.
Gas
Thank
code.
you.
24/7, 12 months a year, 365. 65.